Okay, let's try this again. Okay, let's try this again. And let's turn that off. No one needs to see me echoing. And I gotta figure out how to... Let's see. And somewhere where I wasn't streaming live and in person, I had someone ask me to do one of these silly things, so no. Alright, so I actually was live a minute ago, and after struggling for a little bit, I decided to skip it. I'm going to get some stuff straight before I try again. So this time, yeah, no, I'm not interested in any of that. And if I knew how to kind of get rid of that part out of the chat, I would. All right. So while I was offline and trying again, I made a bit of a better reference point. I kind of tweaked this a little bit from Art Pose, little app I have on my phone and tablet that helps figure out anatomy while drawing, kind of like having a virtual mannequin. I will be deviating from this. Because as useful as this is, I couldn't quite get my center line quite down just yet, so I'm going to see if I can do something to tweak that. But first, get the anatomy down. And I'll probably have to do some Miles Morales stuff. That's probably going to be... What is going on here? Why is my chat not... I'll exit full screen. Chat overlay. Let me see if that does anything. That's where you came from. All right. Delete. Okay, will not let me delete the comment. That's all right, but I now know where it came from. Fine. I just... Okay, this is much more useful as far as figuring out my anatomy. And this is not perfect. I'm going to be I don't like this. I don't like my hand here. I don't like this, so I'll probably figure out how to change that in a second. So again, helpful with the anatomy, and I'm already finding myself less frustrated than the first time. The other thing too is my paper orientation. All right. One thing I am going to change here. Let's get that light there. Because one thing I did not do with my, or that I did with my first video that I didn't do here is I'm once again getting into my old habit of running to the edge of the paper, which I shouldn't even be doing with this arm here if I'm following properly. Let's see if I can. I'm not great with hands, so I'm gonna rough these in, and also because I'm kind of deviating from my reference here because I could not. And I'm doing what's called the fan technique here. My mentor, Evan Burst, taught me this with my hands, and it's helped me a great deal. Okay, and this is where I'm kind of deviating a little bit more. Let's see. You know what? I'm going to do a dumb test. Okay, there we are. Okay. And now I've got my Miles reference back. And this is why I haven't been posting much. Had a cold a few weeks ago. The cold itself went away, but for whatever reason, the cough decided to stay behind. So, and this dry pack that was rather unpleasant to deal with. I'll have to figure out the legs a little bit since I've deviated. Do a quick wait. Oh, I've only got the one camera. Oopsie. So no one can see me being awkward. All right. Okay. I wonder if I can actually add my nope. There we go. Add camera. Turn on. Let's see. Am I still live? All right. All right. There we are. You get to see me awkwardly draw. You lucky people, you. I'm faking this last finger bit here, mainly because, again, I did not like how as anatomically accurate as using my art pose can be, the poses themselves get pretty bland, so I still make adjustments. And sometimes the hands and my come out wonky, at least as far as trying to actually draw them. So I'll still have to. I'm still fudging hands. And this is why I been getting into the habit of sketching with the soft lead. Not sketching very hard, and the thing with the soft is it's very easy to lighten up where I need to. This is probably a little too muscular for Miles Morales, but he's been Spidey for a while now. I'm pretty sure that he's getting in shape enough to put on some bulk. Okay, so I'm going to painter tape up this now. I'm not sure. This is dollar store brand painter tape, so it doesn't. The upside is it won't peel off my paper when I'm done. But the bad side is it doesn't stick very well to the paper. Right, so darn it. There. Got my. Sorry, I'm just adjusting my reference because I'm getting about as content as I'm going to be with the pose. And yeah, don't mistake this for a tutorial on how to draw hands. Still gives me trouble to this day. And this is what happens when I don't get actual views and whatnot. A lot of rambling to myself. Got to work on that. Now I'm going in with, sorry, get into my own thing. So if you noticed, I did switch pencils. I switched to my the extra firm. not quite the firmest of my pencils, but it's firm enough. Right. I'm going more with comic accurate Miles Morales, which means in retrospect, maybe this wasn't the greatest pose for me to attempt. Oh well, live and learn. And, okay. Spider emblem, according to my toy reference, is actually more the bottom part of the pecs. Because I'm using the firmer one to kind of get out the details of the costume. There we go. Let's try that again. Spider emblem is going to be just under his pec here. But the upside, I just found a major upside with this pose. I can now avoid this whole half for now. Okay, so this one comes out a little more, but the leg comes out shorter. Okay. And then bear with me. Okay. There's a weird little design under here, so I'm going to try one more test here. It's going to be stupid. Yeah, I'm streaming this at the same time to YouTube as Twitch. It won't let me make a comment on the YouTube. And now trying to get the webs. And this is kind of the rule I use for Peter Parker, but I don't see why it wouldn't apply to Miles Morales. Next part of the underneath here is and that's the downside of me being so, I want to say non-linear, but I guess improper would be the best word. Excuse me. Can Yeah, as annoying as that cough is, it was way worse a few days ago. It is 7 o'clock already. I have now another cool thing about Miles here is there are some parts of his outfit that are actually pretty simple. Okay, so I screwed up. This is where the anatomy is kind of sorry, I keep getting off track. The gloves are actually simple. It's only the body part that gets a little tricky on Miles if you're going comic accurate. But for the most part, his suit is more black than anything, which almost makes up for the trickier parts of this. Almost. And then okay, still nothing going on any of my comments or anything. So I am hoping that there will be some people checking this out at least after. But that's there. Now, if I actually ever get around to coloring this is actually going to be a challenge. Well, might not be so much a challenge. What have I got here? Oh, cat memes. Look at that later. Sorry, and I'm using my 2-point sharpener here. I get a finer point sometimes. And let's see. And if in doubt, just use my toy there. Let me try something here again. Sorry, as I'm still a relative novice with this, I like to test certain things a little too much. Okay, so there. I'll do the chat overlay because I'm not seeing the overlay. There we go. And there we are. All right. Well, I will say this is definitely less frustrating experience. Not perfect, mind you, because I don't draw Miles Morales anywhere near often enough, and they really shouldn't fix that. But I think I've gotten as far as I can with roughing the anatomy and whatnot, so I will take off my paint or tape and start. I wonder if this works like this as well. Wasn't my intent, but get a little artistic license now that I've got this a different view. And let's wake up my tablet for the reference. I can turn that off. I don't want to give an inaccurate viewing of inaccurate representation, of viewers I don't have. Again, do not take this as a tutorial on drawing hands. Getting better, but there's still a weakness for me. So. I'm a fan of the McFarlane arrow webbing. Sorry, what McFarlane made popular. I'm not liking this foot now. Let's thin it out a little bit. I will have to do some adjusting to get this worked out. That's what I got for trying to cheat a foot. I don't know I'm roughing in the web shooter there. I don't have to. Let's see if I can. So let's see if I can. Erase that part. Spider a little prettier. Now, it looks like the webbing is not too far off. Webbing pattern is not that far off from Peter Parker. Now, the only thing that is not that I'll have to struggle with is that it's in burst. The webbing is actually red, and the costume is still black. I wonder how this would look. That's the nice thing about Spider-Man. Like, one thing I will say that I'm liking is that I can flip this in almost any direction, and it's looks all right. All about as all right as my stuff can get. Probably should add a okay. So it looks like the webbing kind of ends here. Kind of cuts off at this weird point. I don't think I'll get it because this is already taking a little longer than I would like. I don't know if I'll get into as much stuff as inking and coloring and whatnot. Let me just cut it off here at the pencils. See how I do. Then again, let's see. Okay. Let me just redo this. Let's see if I can do this hand a little better. About as good as I can get with hands. Well, I am going to try something here. I am sorry again. Share this too. Do, do. There. Yes.
Okay.
I better color this part in here, just so I know. This is the dark part. This is the red part. Am I going to have time to ink or color this? Oh no. Let's get the rest of this. I might actually, at this point, just follow the reference and it's going to frown this way. coming up. Oh, just Apple News. I don't even know what I'm attempting at this point. I'm not great with backgrounds. I might attempt a background on this, but I'm running this for about an hour now, give or take at the pencils. That's the other thing about using this app. Major downside is the hands. Trying to do hands come out kind of wonky here, so it's not always great for trying to get hands, or if you ever change the camera angle on something. I'm even at a loss on how to actually ink this here. My guess is I wouldn't even probably be able to do much for traditional inking on this because, again, the mask is so immersed. Probably have to use my Copics, layer this in grays, and then use my Posca for yeah, I think inking this is going to be a different tutorial for a different. I will start cleaning this up. I'll actually use my little Factus eraser here. I can get into tiny places. And I'll fix this again because I messed it up again. Ribs here, maybe some side obliques. Carve those out. When I do eventually, it probably won't be tonight. Felt like this was a little too ambitious for me to get into a version of Spider-Man that isn't in my comfort zone. That would be funny if I lost my other kneaded eraser again. Well, arg. I will say this about the Strathmore Bristol board. It can take a punishment. Okay, that's not so bad. There we go. I will say this, I will never talk smack about any cartoonists that don't like drawing feet. They are the worst. Alright, this is not perfect and not as much of anywhere near the progress I wanted to have done, but I am gonna call it. And yeah, for anyone that plans on checking this video out later, either on my Twitch or my YouTube, thank you very much. And I will be posting this on the rest of my social media soon enough. Alright, but yeah, thank you very much for anyone that